You think like you should be able to slide into somebody's DMs and chat her up and then have her come through and Netflix and chill? I hear more bullshit from men talk about, man, women out here dating this and that, and I'm not going to spend more than $20 on a date until I get to know such and so forth. That's what I think of all y'all saying that shit. So I think of all men saying this shit, and let me tell you why I think that. Because it is on us to ask better questions before you take somebody out. If you end up going out with a woman and she is a dinner scammer, then you failed. That is a horrible attitude to go into the market. I'm going to treat all women. I'm going to take a woman that's obviously up here out to Starbucks because I don't want to get scammed for $30. Keep your broke ass at home. You think like you should be able to slide into
Hi, hi. What's up in the zone? Welcome. It's your girl, Sean. And yes, you'll notice that there are two amazingly handsome men here. Neither are Brian. Where the fuck is this nigga? Do you know who this nigga is?
No, but we're happy to be sitting in your seats, Brian. Taking over the Zone show. I've always loved this show. Thanks for having me.
I've always wanted to take over it.
We up in here now.
Welcome to the Brian List in the Zone podcast. Brian had some work obligations. He's somewhere in a tux running around managing a gala right now. So, Brian, I'm wishing you luck. I'm sure the event is amazing. And hopefully you're not drinking yourself into a coma.
Come on, be serious.
So, Phil, let me intro my guests. We'll start with Javan. Javan, right? I feel like I have always been saying your name wrong.
Everyone says my name wrong. It's no worries.
All right. Well, no, I want to say it right.
It's like Kanye. They call him Kane. Same thing.
Well, to my right
That would be me.
is, I'm going to say his name wrong. I'm going to let her say his name right. But he is from the A Lot podcast.
That is correct.
Which, if I'm not mistaken, either just got to deal with Apple or Google.
Amazon.
Good stuff, good stuff, bro. Good stuff.
Amazon.
Plug yourself real quick. I'm fucking it up.
Real,
Let's go.
real dope type shit. There are a lot of podcasts on all platforms. YouTube, Spotify, whatever. Just type the search bar, there are a lot of podcasts, and it's going to pop up. You're going to enjoy some things, you know what I'm saying? Mostly, you know what I'm saying, weekly Chicago things, but also whatever has been big throughout the week, you know what I'm saying? Just a weekly synopsis of what done happened.
Thank you.
No worries.
Thank
Good
you.
stuff.
Thank you,
Check
Jay.
us
I
out.
appreciate it. And I don't know how much crossover there are, but I was just on the Kris the Critic show, and I managed to talk Kris the Critic to come back on in the zone. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. That was actually a condition for her coming on the show.
I'm a master negotiator. What can I say? What can I say?
It did.
It's good to be on In the Zone. It's good to be here with Jay. I met him before we started. Cool cat. I'm looking forward to checking out your show.
Appreciate you. Same here.
I do a show primarily on Facebook. I wish I could get to the point where I'm saying all platforms, everything, just type it in. Not there yet. But I do a really good show on relationships only called Kris the Critic, 6:30 every Wednesday on Facebook. And that's it.
Thank you, gentlemen. All right, before we hop into this Kevin Samuels clip, yes.
Your demo is live when you do it.
Live. Yeah, we
It's
just
live.
did a show. It was, we did Why You're Not Married. That was the...
Well, Kris attempted to tell me why I was not
I
married.
gave
I
her
was
some
terrified.
tips. I gave you some tips. I mean,
You did give me some tips.
that was
One
good,
of them I
wasn't
don't believe, but
Which one? Okay, we get it.
we
If
already
we got time
talked
at the end of
about
the show, tell me what you
I'll make time. All right, so before we hop in, we have a sponsor today.
Hey.
And I am definitely not going to do as good as Brian, but I'm going to give this a shot because I've been given very little information. But an intimate evening with Marquel Jordan.
Oh, he's tight.
Okay, well, we already got our first endorsement. There is an event on tomorrow, April 28th from 7 p.m. to 10. Let's see what this is about, and I will read it in my best voice.
Before you do,
Yes.
Marquel Jordan has a
Markel.
band.
Oh, thank you.
He has a band, and they cold. I've hired him before for I do these holiday parties, laugh party. He's off the chain. So if you hear he's going to be somewhere, I mean, you hit his band, and next thing you know, they'll be playing like Biggie or something.
You heard him too, B?
They ridiculously cold.
Word.
So
Okay,
shout
no
out
doubt.
to Mr. Jordan.
All right, well,
Hey,
that's
I'm with you.
That's
I'm like,
just the
hey.
promo we need. So let me just tell you again, it is Thursday tomorrow, April 28th at the City Point lot, which the address is 2345 South Michigan Avenue from 7 p to 10 p. admission is $25, and the VIP admission is $40, which includes reserved seating and autographed CD. There will be no tickets sold at the door, so you have to go to Eventbrite. Look up the event. His name is spelled Marquel, last name Jordan, and you should be able to find it on Eventbrite.
That was pretty good. Good job.
And I'm telling you,
One more thing.
Yes.
Brian didn't put it on there, but shout out to Push 365, whose event that is, and the Russell Group. Those are the best whose event.
All right.
wow.
Thank you, Push.
Push 365.
365 for throwing that event.
the Russell Group.
We will promote this again toward the end. I'm going to need all that data. We're going to bring it back.
Your boy will be in Vegas, so I won't be at the show.
Yeah.
But hey, look, I'm telling you, if any of you dudes cuffing season's over, I know y'all out dating new people. That's a good look, bringing somebody to hear the live band play. I'm just helping you players out. I'm out the game.
And that's only because you already.
I'm out the game.
But
That's what I would be doing.
But you already seen the band perform.
Oh,
That's why
absolutely.
you
Absolutely.
All day.
Yeah.
Okay. Not that I don't love Mr. Jordan, but we got to dig into this topic.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
High quality man messiah, Mr. Kevin Samuels, as you have seen at the top of this show, has an opinion on broke niggas. And his opinion is, if you take a woman on a date and she using you for a date, for dinner, I apologize, it is your fault. You cannot hold that $20 thinking you're going to find somebody. Stop it, broke ass nigga.
Yeah, the pandemic
So,
is over.
my question to you is,
lose that excuse.
if you get scammed for dinner by a chick, I don't.
Before you do that, what happened to the clip?
We played it at the beginning. That's when we were sitting here talking
were drinking
about.
during
You should probably replay the clip. Nobody remembers the clip.
You want it one more time?
Nobody remembers the clip.
Dude, I don't think it's not even ready.
They sitting back like.
They watched it.
They saw that clip.
All right.
But okay, first question.
Go
I'm
ahead.
not burying the lead. Jay, is it
Nah,
your fault
like
if you get scammed for a dinner date?
Yes.
That's it?
Yeah.
But that I expected more dialogue than that. Because we
Well,
were talking over IM, you were like, well,
No, that's not what you asked over
I
IM.
asked?
You know what I'm saying? Go back on there and see what you
I don't know. I
asked.
have to
You
go
didn't
dig it
ask
up.
that. But you can clearly get scammed on a dinner date as a guy. If you are, if you haven't vetted well,
okay.
if it could be a couple of things. If what's going on isn't a scam to you, you know what I'm saying? You have no problem doing these certain things, you know what I'm saying? Just saying this is part of the game. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to just go on one side of that whole demo. If it's me, I'm not even participating. So
We're gonna come back because you said something that's really, really interesting. Kris,
Right.
is it the broke nigga's fault if he gets scammed for dinner? Or
Well,
any man, because it's
Yeah, I
not
was
just
gonna say,
broke ones
it
that
really
happen.
doesn't matter if you're broke or not. I would say yes, because
same answer.
if I'm doing my due diligence, because before I've been in the game, this married thing. I'm out the game, but I mean, I was like an 8th degree player, Jedi Knight level.
What's
so,
the highest level?
I mean, you don't want them guys.
You said you were 8th degree. I just wanted to know where you fell in the rank.
Top
okay.
1%.
Okay.
I just met this man. I really like this guy.
Top 1%.
I really like this guy.
Ask you about me.
I really like this guy. Stop playing. Hey, my man. My man. Hey, my man.
But if I talk to her first, I meet her first, I see all of that. Granted, now, was I born with this? No, but you know by the time you're grown up with somebody who is after you for what? And it's your choice to say if I want to go or not. And sometimes, I was a single man, maybe if she looked the part, and maybe if I have figured out the end of the date what it's going to be, if I'm guaranteed, use me a little bit. It won't hurt.
At all.
Because you know what I'm saying? I got it.
Hey, but honestly, dudes understand that part.
But it's never their fault. And conversely, I say it all the time. Women say, these men out here ain't this. Just like I said, that you ask us that. A man, I told you this on the show. A man, We lie with our mouth. You look at a man's actions to see what he on. He'll tell you, I love you, baby, baby, baby. He ain't calling you. He ain't doing this. He missing during the holidays. You know what we show you. But we say anything. So you look at how somebody treats you. That goes for men, too.
We know y'all ain't shit, but we talking about this
people ain't shit.
right now.
Jesus, why do you? Yeah, this is my second time on this goddamn pod.
Go in like that.
This is what you.
You like fight.
I was all cool on Kris's show. I was delightful. I was effervescent.
You was.
Now we bringing the fucking shits.
I didn't know that.
Now when you gonna have me on a
I
live
really
podcast?
didn't know
We
you.
can talk about that later.
I really didn't know who you were.
That would be awesome. Oh my god.
So here you said something interesting that
Talk to me.
made me want to ask a question. Is it really a scam though? If you just take her to dinner and you never talk to her again, is that really getting scammed? And how do we know we getting scammed?
Okay.
That's the question I really want to ask.
Hell yeah, she had
How do
intent
you
to scam.
know it's a scam? What are your how do you know? You sitting at dinner, she eats, y'all go home. Where's the scam?
Okay, so the scam thing is a broad term, honestly. You know what I'm saying? It's more so an understanding of, I don't know how genuine this actually is. And we're just going to call it a scam, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
no, scam is the clicky-baity thing.
No, only because ladies look at that as clickbait.
What, getting scammed the other day?
No, reading something like, I got scammed from a
of course.
dude. And it's like, what? And it's like, no. Step back. Peep really what this guy is saying. You know what I'm saying? If I said this in a genuine sense and you already had intentions on whatever you had, you didn't give that all the way. But you can also say that you didn't lie either. You know what I'm saying? But you kind of lied by omission. You had no intentions. And unless the date went absolutely 1,000 degrees to Mars, nah, we here eating wherever we eating, and I will probably never see you again.
But how do we know? And let's not even use a scam thing, right? Because I've heard many, many men say things like, she only wanted to go to dinner. How do we know that? Kris, how do we know that?
Well, that doesn't happen to me, but
it happens to somebody.
But I'll tell y'all, speaking general.
My man, I love
because they probably spent a lot of money and didn't get anything. And when I say anything, not necessarily sleeping with them, maybe she ghosted him. Maybe she's like, man, I don't have time to go out again. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you were just a fill-in for the dude who couldn't make it that night or with the girls' night out.
Kris, can I talk to
So
you
we've
real
all
quick?
been burned to some degree, but he felt that.
Can I talk to you real quick? Not necessarily even monetary sometimes. Maybe that energy. Maybe that time.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That actually, and a lot of times, counts more than any of that bread. If I got bread to burn, who gives a fuck about this? But if I'm burning my energy, my time, imagine this. Imagine this.
I got you next.
Hey, what he's saying is golden. He's dropping something.
Imagine this. Imagine a man having a plethora of whatever he wants to deal with, but he only want to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? And you marginal on this or whatever, but he ain't necessarily had to do none of this other shit that you are requiring, but he's gonna do it. And even
somebody's phone is ringing.
even
that was a hot track, though.
It was. I was about to, you know what I'm saying? But even in the sense of curbing, you know what I'm saying? These free movements, you know what I'm saying, that he ain't got to push for. He ain't got to actually do nothing really, you know what I'm saying? True conversation,
right?
True whatever, and boom. But I'm going to drop all that for yourself. Depending on how you feel, it's 50-50.
Right.
Imagine a dude feeling on the side of that. And that's what y'all don't really put into that equation on the side. What?
Men do.
Men
They just
do
will
what?
fuck you and still be mad on you.
So with women, this is a different society now. Slow down. As much as you ladies talk all that crazy shit that you were about to try to bring up.
I didn't even ask the question.
I said about to bring up. Ladies do that shit more now in the open. They have always done it. It's just always been in a different light and always been understood. I done talked to my grannies, my great aunts, this and that. They done had a billion of, you know what I'm saying? But it's always, even on the other side of the dude, keep home straight. Now that does not actually apply per se. We just move around. No worries. But it is worries. It's almost emotional abuse. We need to do better.
Whoa. All right, I'm gonna steer us back to the question at hand.
I'm
Gorman.
sorry,
Ask me a question.
No, we are going to Gorman because Gorman is going to drive us back.
Yeah, I
to
know.
The question.
I looked at him. It was like,
How do we know you are being used?
But he said he gonna tell on
for
himself. He said
Yes,
tell on
come on,
himself.
Gorman, let's go.
To demonstrate this point, in my 20s, I had a bunch of sisters that I kicked it with all the time.
Right.
Sometimes I'd be at their crib when they go out on their dates. And before they go out on their dates, they're like, what you want to eat?
Right.
And I'd be like, man, go get this, go get that. They go out on a date. They don't eat shit. Come back with the bag and bring it to me.
Right. That's wild.
But did they go out with them again?
Who
They
cares?
wanted to get
Hey,
something.
my man, who cares this shit? Who
Oh,
cares?
he's about to come get me.
Come on,
Right.
man. What you want?
What you want?
What you want?
Right. Right.
All
I'd be
right.
like, man, I want this.
Y'all don't
and
know.
then that's what happened.
Fantastic segue, Gorman. Thank you so much.
Like it, B.
So, how often do you guys think this is actually happening?
It happens a lot.
What's a lot? What's this percentage? I want in percentages. Are we talking about this happens 90% of dates?
Wait, are you asking us and you a lady? How
minute.
often is this
I
happen?
said, how often do
Wait a minute.
you think this happens to men?
I-
Because this is why you're here.
But you can tell the actual number.
We're not here for my opinion.
But you can tell
When I
the
come
number.
on
It wouldn't be
here,
it wouldn't be an opinion. It would actually
I'll give you
halfway
the
be
answer.
fact.
It's 37%. All right, now we got that out the way.
37%.
I want to add on something he said.
Okay.
It's about 30 of the time, right?
I like it.
All women,
Nope,
most women
I
got,
like it.
Most women got good intentions, but it's a lot of them out here that don't.
Okay.
But
He
I'm gonna
giving
go back-
y'all some
I'm gonna
numbers
go back
on
to
that
what
one.
he said.
Okay.
So again, it's not always just the money. What he said, and the goofiest man, the most successful goofy you know. Girl, I'm just gonna go get this meal because he talking about taking me to Steak 48, right? The man know he paid for that valet.
Okay.
The man know he paid whatever $100 a plate, and he know you wasn't laughing at his dumb ass jokes, right?
Okay.
He felt that conversation because we are trying to make on any date. We want you to have a good time on that date because eventually, like I told you, even though we might want to marry you, but we gonna always be like we want to sleep
We want
with
to
you.
fuck you
And
first.
Chris,
So
you
we
can
gonna
feel that energy,
Yeah,
right?
you can feel it
feel
back.
that energy,
So
right?
he knows that, but a lot of times, I hate to say it, I don't want to get women's game.
This is why
away.
you're here.
Give it away.
A lot of women think that this
gonna have to pipe
motherfucker.
down.
A lot of women think that this motherfucker is just stupid. Now, that bread wasn't shit to him. It was to your broke ass. But that shit wasn't shit to him. That's why you there in the first place. But trust and believe, somebody's gonna have a better spot, and you fucked up with him. You just got a meal out of it. Girl, I got this whole motherfucking meal. He was like, I got rid of that motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? She just blew a lifetime worth of motherfucking meals.
What's your podcast? hey, oh God,
Chris
what's
the
your
Critic,
podcast?
baby. Chris the Critic.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
No.
So I've heard perspectives like that before. I don't know if you want to plug
Like
Devil's
No,
thing
wait.
again.
Hey, this
All
is
right,
decent,
so-
actually. No bullshit.
So
Half the price of Crown.
that's interesting.
Jim Bark Liquors.
Hey.
Holler at Jonathan Swain.
Lord
It's
have
there.
mercy.
Tell him Chris sent you.
Hey.
That's one of the nukes.
This
Tell
is
him
decent,
no.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
All day.
Now you owe me some money, sir. But anywho,
Oh, that's how that goes.
You didn't say.
so
well-
it's my show now. So not.
Oh, okay.
We ain't
Oh,
got no
Foster.
contract.
Hey, you see it,
They already claimed it as my show.
I
We were
saw
talking
that.
about that
I
earlier.
saw that.
Well, you got some great comments on here. Shout out to Tennille Jackson. She said,
Shit, I ain't paying no
she
attention.
said men who pick up the phone and call, they win by default. She's like, the dating game is horrible out here, basically.
I respect that. There are a type
That's
of
not
woman
true.
who dates for meals. That's basic. I don't disagree with that. My question is always, what volume do we really think this is happening? And I'm going to ask a compounded question because I already asked the volume. Does it ever occur to men that the energy changed because she realized in the middle of the day she don't like you?
Oh, we went out with her because she had a big booty, which we do. We
That
fuck up.
doesn't answer my question.
Does she?
Does not answer my question.
What's your question?
My question is, because I keep hearing this, oh, she used me for a date. Oh, she only wanted to go for a meal. You have said multiple times that the energy wasn't right.
Right.
Does it occur to you guys that during the date she realized she don't.
What does that have to do with paying for the meal and dealing with the meal and dealing with the bill? Has absolutely nothing to do with that.
What I'm challenging is that you all believe she went out with you for dinner. And I'm not negating that there are some women who do. But I challenge that there may be a percentage of them that you think only wanted to go out to dinner. Nope. She just didn't like your ass. Okay, she was done.
So check this out.
Yes.
So
just
check
consider the question before.
No, I do. No, okay. I have, and I'm not about to pop off at you, bro. I'm not gonna pop off. Hey, I'm gonna let him boil it up. You know what I'm saying? I'll be good cop. He gonna be bad cop.
I'm gonna give it to you.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna sit here and say this.
Yes.
That may have not been the initial thought and this or that, but in the end, especially if it's somebody that you do not know that well, let's say it's the first time you guys are meeting, maybe the fourth time y'all talked or whatever. At the very least, at least I get a meal. He got some taste. He's gonna listen to what I like on the side of here, and we're gonna go here or whatever. You know what I'm saying, to eat. How that goes and plays from this way or that way, honestly, can't nobody really dictate, you know what I'm saying? Because dude can say the same fucking thing, but the thing is, dudes aren't really, they are a little bit out. These shorties now, these shorties is wild. But dudes in our age aspect are not really on the realm of being anything other than a gentleman. They're not.
The hurt brothers are, though.
The hurt ones are.
You got a lot of broke people out here.
But it's a small percentage. No, work with me.
I don't disagree.
Work with me. Okay. It's a small percentage. For the most part, dudes, I'm 40 plus. 40 plus, or this or that. The understanding is we're playing for the meal, you know what I'm saying, to get to know the young lady. Whether we like them or not or whatever, we still going to pay and move around or whatever, you know what I'm saying. The upset folk, which I feel their pain. I do, because I know where they're coming from, and they just do not really truly know how to articulate it.
Right.
So it comes off real bitter man, you know what I'm saying, misogynistic, this or that or whatever. But honestly, it's the same thing ladies have been saying forever. It's just the flip. You know what I'm saying? To what the point you will hear ladies be like, well, when the dudes become like chicks? When chicks start treating dudes like chicks. When chicks start treating dudes like chicks.
And a lot of guys that are bitter.
These gems we got to dig into. Wait.
If the guy's bitter over that, even if she tried to get out on a date.
And Brian, feel free to pop up some of these comments.
He's not. I'm looking for him, right?
If they good, pop them up there.
He shouldn't have had his broke ass at that restaurant anyway.
That's some serious facts.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Especially if it's an right?
I agree.
If you didn't know you was going to get it, or whatever the case may be, or whatever you was for.
But why is that the carrot?
But carrot for men is always this. I said this all the time, right? I'm going to be blatantly honest with you. Men, I'm not hating on us fellas. We some simple ass creatures, right? I'm married. I'm married. I've been married in the game, but we treat every woman like we want to fuck when we first meet, right? Now, unfortunately, if you give it up to us that quick, we probably not gonna marry you, even though we want it. It's like you fucked up for yourself. You hold that shit from me a while, then you like, shit, this motherfucker made me wait this long. I'm taking you to be my mama because you didn't. Shit. We like lions. We don't want shit that lay dead in the mother. We smell that shit. Oh, fuck
Brian,
that.
did you put his link to his podcast in there, dog? I need this shit,
so
dude.
The dinner part, we will notice, okay, we usually don't.
It's hilarious.
We know when we saying some shit that fucks up a date. But we also know when we didn't.
He's so stupid.
Look,
there was a few of us out here with what? There were a few of us out here with unbelievable dick.
Right.
Giving a bad reputation to
Viagra, taking fuckboys.
He's hilarious.
Rico, why are you not on the show?
Right.
What is
I like that guy.
Next week, Rico.
We also know when a woman is on some bullshit when we ain't really done nothing. I haven't offended you, and the mood changed. Okay, that's on this bitch. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's not a fair assessment. People
No,
get
we
I
know
disagree
we
with
fuck
you.
up.
I
We
disagree
are
with you.
blatantly honest with ourselves.
I'm with fam.
I
Yes, sir.
may have tried to feel on you
Yes,
under the
sir.
table.
Yes,
The
sir.
energy change. I
It
know
could
it's
be
on
the
me.
smallest thing,
I
and
could've
family
said-
like I should not
I
have
could have
done
said
that.
some shit.
Yes, sir.
Damn, I shouldn't have made that motherfucker. But if
Yup.
I ain't done shit,
No, you
and
full
that
of
mood
shit.
change, you full of shit.
You full of shit.
We know.
You would have to identify you did something.
I like you, sir.
I'm
You
telling
my guy.
Man,
I
look.
just met this man today. Stop playing with
Should I
me.
just leave and let y'all have a podcast?
We could
No?
tell y'all.
We could do that. I mean,
Right.
But I don't know if that's always. I don't disagree that men know they said something to be like, oh shit. But human beings, sometimes you do something unknowingly that turns somebody off. Case in point.
But if we spent that type of bread, you should deal with any minor inconveniences.
Come on.
Unless I
no, see, that's
Fuck
bullshit.
that.
No, that's bullshit. No,
Women out here acting like they coochie is worth more than our
stop
dick.
playing,
It ain't.
Man. Not even the coochie. Not even the coochie. No.
They act like that coochie is worth more than the dick.
You know what?
That motherfucker's equal value.
I'ma let
Shit,
him-
I
I'ma let
done
him-
spent the bread though. You ain't done shit but sit there.
I'm gonna let him be bad
what the
cop
fuck else am I
to.
supposed to do?
I'm gonna let him be bad
What
cop to
am I
my
supposed
good
to
cop
do?
on this one.
Time out.
Don't
What are you
understand?
supposed to do on a date? My job is to sit and be engaging and talk to you.
That's how my job is.
What? Then okay.
What
then
else am I supposed to do besides pay the
He
bill,
was
right?
like, all right, what else am I
They
supposed
say
to
that.
do?
They say that.
Nah.
They want to act. I don't want the feminati to come get me.
Too
But
late.
they
They went
wanna
in the
say,
room.
Fuck the feminati.
Right.
I ain't scared. I'm old school.
Right.
Nigga. Look, you can't play feminist when it's convenient for you.
Yes, you can.
You can't say open this door.
Hey, can
and
you
act
grab
like
your
this.
drink,
But
bro?
you know what?
Hey, can you grab
Well, that
your
being the
drink?
case, split that
Oh
bill
my
then.
god! Oh my god! Grab your drink, please.
Split that
Grab your
bill then.
drink. Toast.
I pay for, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if you want me opening doors and you can be polite to my ass on the smallest offense. That's all I'm saying.
What does that mean?
You saying, I'm saying without any big overt action, there is no reason for you to start acting like acting shitty.
Chris, don't
There
do
is
this.
not no reason.
Chris, don't do this.
I
She's
don't
about,
like you.
Chris. She's
Don't
about
blow
to
up.
bait.
What else?
No, she's trying to bait you
I ain't
into some
scared of the
bullshit.
Illuminati. I'm ready for
She's
it.
trying to bait you in some bullshit. Chris.
Eyes red for
Chris.
them.
Time out.
Chris.
Stop.
Listen
What
to
are
me,
you
bro.
talking about?
She did have that smart look.
Hey, listen to me, bro.
She got that real
Listen
smart
to me,
look at
bro,
her
bro.
like, I'm about to roast this
Hey,
motherfucker.
hey,
No.
no, not even roast.
I ain't scared.
No.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Common sense.
Jay,
That's what I
I
mean.
need you to chill. Just
What you
to
mean?
dial it back a slight bit.
No doubt. You got it.
No, I'm not trying to bait anybody into anything.
I didn't.
My job is to ask questions. As long as nobody tells me to shut the fuck up, we gonna all be cool.
would
Why would we ever do
Because
that?
I've had that happen. That's the only time I've snapped.
What's
on
his
this
name?
show. He's in Africa. Who cares about him?
Oh,
Well, you know who he is?
Yes, it was.
I
it was
do.
on the
I
show.
know who he is.
That's
I
the
was there.
only time I
Yeah.
have
Is he
ever.
watching that fuck
He
Africa?
probably is.
Fuck
No,
your ass, nigga.
he ain't
You
got
fuck-
shit else to do. No,
Yeah,
but
we put that east side on.
overall, he's a good dude. He did fuck up there.
I don't like
The nigga told me to shut the fuck
He
up.
did tell us shut the fuck up.
Well, okay, that's not what he did. What
It's
he
not
did was
exactly like that. It was
This. I was like, nigga,
modified, but it was
I
shut the
done
fuck
lost
up.
my damn
I give her
train
that.
of thought.
I give her that.
Y'all
what?
and all this.
We have been talking about you. Want some
This,
milk, see?
no, I got my shit right.
My man.
Oh, you two got a whole little thing.
man.
Damn, you organized as hell. I need this for my show. Can I take a picture? Hey, she cold over here, y'all.
Oh shit!
that
Yeah,
shit
no,
good.
wait a minute.
No wonder.
They
Yeah.
got check
Hold on.
boxes.
JJ, we gotta shut the fuck up. Let her get through her shit. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Fuck him. Who
You got
am
a
I
lot of
fucking?
stuff.
Wait a minute, Rico. What is Rico talking about?
He said, no, did she talk about what you just said? The dude that said shut the fuck up. She's like,
Oh, he
Oh
was
yeah,
saying,
fuck
yeah,
him.
okay, yeah.
We
no,
already did. Yeah.
no, you're fine.
Oh my God, back to dates. Cause
What?
Go ahead,
I
go ahead, go ahead.
lost
Get
my
us
train of-
back straight, sweet.
So,
I'm
okay.
sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna have to ask a question. Try to reel us back in.
Mm-hmm.
Jay,
Yeah.
isn't this part of the game, right? Just like women, we gotta deal with men who gonna want to only go out with us to fuck us. We gotta try to parse through all the bullshit to get to the gold. Isn't this part of the game? You gonna run into some bitch.
I'll be honest with you. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And with that said, on the flip part of the game is I'm doing this because I definitely want to nail you.
Right.
I want to know
always
you.
out the gate.
Whoa, I want to know you enough to nail you. A lot of the times, and
you
see, and that's where I'm going with it. And that's where I'm going with it because I don't think, especially ladies that are in our demographic, actually put that much weight into that part. Still thinking that we are in 1999 or 2005 when we're in our 20s and 30s. We're not. And ain't no dude actually thinking that he is either. that's in their 40s.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But the understanding is still there. It should still be there. You know what I mean?
That you coming in here trying to fuck me, and it's my job to
But no.
not fuck you?
No, not that.
I just want to be clear.
Not that.
Okay. Kris is going to say that's my job.
Men are very visual.
Right.
So most of the time, if they come at someone, they want to have some type of physical attraction
They
to
want to
them.
have sex with you. Why
With
you
that
gotta be
said,
all
whoa,
dainty?
work with me. With that said, once you get to a certain age, it starts modifying a little bit to where the balance is a little different. It's like, nah, you dope, but I knock you down, but I wouldn't want to deal with you.
Damn, that's harsh.
No, but ladies don't want to hear that harsh shit. They'll just be like, no, you just an ain't shit nigga or broke or whatever other adjective that they can think of.
That's a little
and
fuckboy.
and that's not really the case. It's more so like, I've already seen what this looks like. You know what I'm saying? You can look like Beyonce, but if I see your attitude is this way, it's like, yeah, you cute and all, but I didn't seen you before, and I'm straight on you.
Then why you want to fuck her?
Why? Because physically,
attitude
I still want to knock that shit
But
down.
that makes like 0 sense.
Why? I can walk away. Men busting a nut in the bra and moving away ain't really that hard. Y'all done talked about single moms and baby daddies for fucking 30 years. Now you want to bring it to it where it's a case? Man, go on somewhere. And this is why me and you always get into it, because you find that little avenue. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what this man is talking about.
You don't?
I just asked a question.
You don't?
My job is to ask questions.
I love you. Where's
That's
Foster?
the most manic shit that's been on this show
Where's
in a few
Foster?
weeks.
I need
What? Are you
Foster.
on Foster? I can go
Where's
get him if you want.
No, you can't.
Well, you just got to deal with me today, then.
I love you.
Lord have mercy. What is the damn question?
You the one who said the
I asked
question,
you,
not
did
me.
You want the pen so you can remember.
Isn't this the cost of dating? Yes.
Ask me the whole question.
That is the cost. Isn't
Keep in mind, I say
running into
yes
the
to that.
scammers,
To that answer, I
Isn't
say
this the
yes.
cost of dating to find Mrs. Right or Mrs. Right now or whoever's gonna suck your dick? Isn't this the cost?
I say this for men or women.
I need you to hang out
I
with me
say this
more.
for men or women.
Yes.
The pitfalls, the bad people you find, the good people you find, the answer is yes.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
Same
You
answer
gotta
I
go through the
gave.
bullshit.
But
Why
I'm
we get
saying
upset though?
We
I
who,
could've-
Well, I guess women get upset too. I ain't even gonna.
Thank
say
you.
it.
I
I ain't gonna
criticize,
act
I
like that.
criticize women and men for the same thing. Your life, if say you see the people who are unhappy, they're loudest on social media, right?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Your life is a sum of all little decisions you make.
True.
Right? Some people know how to. I do a whole show called Red Flags in Dating. Right?
Okay.
You
when is
know,
that? What day? And what time? So
Wednesday,
we
6 o'clock,
we
right.
know what we doing.
You
Hey.
know the type of dude you ain't supposed to be with.
Mm.
Men know the type of woman they ain't supposed to be with. Now, is the other side winning? Absolutely. You look at these celebrities, these chicks that are hoes, the Amber Roses. Sorry, Amber. They look good, but you ain't supposed to marry them. You're supposed to marry no Kim Kardashians, no Amber Rose. Niggas
She's
ain't
been married 3 times.
Again.
Again.
I'm
Hey,
just saying.
They stupid. They
this guy.
stupid.
I
He done
love
had no
this
dad
guy,
to say,
man.
hey, son,
And
hey,
Amber Rose
son,
been married.
hey, son, you got $1 billion yourself. But you,
What?
you
Why
fuck-
are you doing that?
You fuck her, you bring home a doctor. Ain't no way I could bring home to Bobby Jean. I hope my mom ain't seeing it.
These
And
women
say,
keep me
I
in.
bought home, I'ma marry the girl on the sex tape. Yeah, the one sucking Ray J dick. The other side is winning. But I don't excuse it. He's stupid for that. Right?
My man.
And just like women, but he's enamored with what he thinks he's supposed to have.
Right.
He thinks that my relative
Whatever it is. Whatever it is.
it's a sad thing. Everybody gonna get old and ugly. You better find somebody you like. But we are so caught up in the little men have always been stupid. Women used to be the more fiber of motherfucking society. But y'all out here thinking like men. I said this before. We pee on trees. You don't never want to be like no man.
But that's what
We some
Steve
simple
Harvey told
motherfuckers.
us to do. Think like a
I
man.
don't give a fuck about Steve Harvey. He ain't Chris the Critic. He ain't Chris the Critic. I'm saying I got 3 daughters. My oldest is damn beautiful. Finishing, graduates. Shout out to
I got
Mariah.
3 daughters too.
Graduates
Indeed.
from Critic School of Law Northwestern next week. Every dude she date, her aunts be like, she don't date no cute ones. He ugly. But that motherfucker.
What's he doing?
He full scholarship.
What's he doing? What's he doing,
He in
Kris?
law school
What's he doing, Kris?
You
Come on, man.
You treat who treats you the best first. Now, back to women. Y'all have gone from dating providers and guys that are good to you. I ain't gonna blame the feminist movement. They got y'all nice jobs and stuff.
Ooh,
But fucking with these liberals, I don't need a man. Them white women hold y'all hands. Come on.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
fight for this women's movement. Let your husband
Yes,
get choked
sir.
out the street. You don't see them bitches.
Yes,
Now we
sir.
can dig into that for a second.
You
'cause
can dig all you want.
I don't
Yes,
agree
sir.
with that. What happened
Whatever.
was.
But you're
wait.
backing
Let me
when
finish
it
the
comes
question
into
first before we
play.
get
I'm
there.
sorry.
Let me get
Yeah.
this question.
I'm sorry.
But conversely, now you got women saying, oh, I want a dude that he got to look good. Girl, stop fucking these niggas because they pretty or whatever. They laying that dick. You got niggas, listen, they ain't paying no bills. What the fuck wrong with you? And then you complaining about the motherfucker 2 years later. You knew the shit when you met him. Like I said, red flags are real. We choose to ignore them.
My
But
nigga.
Kris,
That's
you-
all I'm saying.
I got shit for fam. Can I get a little more?
No, you can't have no
day.
more. You are
All
done.
I'm
day.
not gonna say nothing.
All day, fam.
I ain't gonna say
But
shit.
wait, this is okay. As a person,
You want to
who-
get to that liberal shit?
No.
I'll be vote Democrat because they like
that's-
health care
Listen.
and they like
Listen. Y'all swear
And
women don't
education.
listen. I got 2 men that ain't listened to a goddamn thing I've said.
You're right, I'm
Now,
sorry.
Said nothing.
You've never heard a woman
here's
say
what
that, I'm
I'm
sorry.
confused at, right? Because there's a lot of messaging right now. You're telling women they need to find providers. They need to
Hell
men
yeah.
who are successful, who got some coin. That is your messaging, right? Am I hearing you incorrectly? Because Jay will tell
I'm sorry.
me like,
Somebody took up
I
for
hear
Kim
that shit.
Kardashian. She's a hoe. I don't give a fuck if
But
she
she
got
gotta
money.
be a hoe.
She is. I don't give a fuck how many shows she got.
Jesus Christ. What man?
I need to
The
pay
bitch is a
attention.
man user.
I got a show idea for that.
She's and more importantly, she's a culture vulture. They
That's
take
true.
everything from black women, they style, they hair, they lips, and y'all celebrate them. They love everything about black women but the skin.
Chris.
All right, Kris, we gotta come back.
Fuck
to the
Kim.
show.
Kris.
And her mama.
Kris, come
Bro,
back to the show.
I'm pro-black.
Hey, bro.
I'm black as fuck. I'm the blackest nigga around. Culture vulture.
Come
Go
on.
ahead.
Can we get back to
Go
the
ahead.
Got me
goddamn
down.
topic?
Come on.
All right,
down.
I'm fucked.
Come
Jesus
on down.
Christ, this is almost as bad
Come
as
on
the
down. I like it, though.
episode.
Come-
Jesus Christ. Where was I going?
I don't
so,
know.
your messaging is slightly confusing, right? Because you're telling women
Go ahead.
that they need to be with the women, the men they say they want. They want somebody successful. They want somebody with some money. They want a provider.
I'm saying 20 seconds.
Yes.
Here's who you need to be with, ladies. There are 2 circles of men. There's a group of men who loves your dirty draws. And in that circle are providers, but they love you almost more than you love them. They'll do anything for you, kill. Pick from that circle. There's another circle of men. They look good. They might dick you down. You might think you're in a relationship, but you always thinking, damn, he just fucked with me and called me tomorrow. See, that circle over here, you ain't got to ask about that. Now, a woman will say, well, I don't want to date any old ugly motherfucker. Well, if that's in your mind, that's all you can pull, that's on you. But only date the motherfuckers who love the shit out of you and treat you like you ain't got to guess with them motherfuckers. Because a man
Oh,
gonna be
Jesus.
man.
Who are you, dog?
I got 3 daughters. You only pick from that circle.
I got 3 as
But
well.
we always
So,
want the
but-
shit that it's hard to get.
Yes.
We want the shit that he got, what she got.
Yes.
I want a big booty bitch. And I'm like, man, them bitches ain't. She treat me like
Who
shit.
love you to death?
She treat me like
Hey.
shit. She ain't done shit. This bitch don't get a job. I'm paying all my money. Fuck this bitch. She don't even suck my dick. And I want her.
Brian,
That's what
get that
niggas out
last
here
comment.
doing.
Get Stephanie's comment. That's the truest statement I've seen all night. Brian not here and it's in the zone going wild.
Man, I do
Game gone. I think she mean gone wild. Stephanie, you are absolutely correct.
Where
I
you
have lost
see it?
complete control of this episode.
Oh,
I've been trying to reel
I
us
see
back
that.
in.
I see
Jesus
that.
Christ. All right, so now we know these men have been scammed.
You already
I
had.
don't even know if it's scammed.
Scammed? I've never been scammed.
I'm really not buying
I just
the men.
think chicks full of shit.
I got issues with men being used for dates. I think it happens, but I think it happens at a much smaller scale than you all believe. But that's another argument for
That
another
happens
day.
a lot.
I know.
But here's
What's
why,
a
though.
lot?
Can you tell me?
I
Can
told
you tell me?
37%.
Can you,
That's not
About
a lot.
about a
That
third
means
of the time.
majority of the time
Let me
that
tell you
everything
this.
is fine.
How many black people in the United States?
I don't know.
How
With
many women?
13%.
Let's say a third of the women are out here on bullshit. That's not a lot. Now, do you think a lot of people got coronavirus, COVID? That was only
I don't know.
right.
That was a percentage of the population, yes.
About 57% got it.
Oh, that's a lot.
But if half of that, that's still a lot.
but to death
So
rates. Yes.
37% is a lot of motherfuckers.
We are not talking about the death rate. We are talking about you getting
That's a
niggas
lot of
for
people.
$120.
Can I ask you something?
It happens a lot, but I'm saying
Can
you
I-
should chalk it up.
Wait a minute. Women can't identify a good guy that respect them. They put them in the friend zone.
Absolutely.
That's the truth.
That's the hey.
That's
Rico
absolute
saying, hey,
truth.
listen,
Then who are they
Rico
marrying?
Sanders, I'm gonna send you
That's
a friend
absolute truth.
request.
Then who do they
Because
marry?
Rico know
Who
what
do
you
they
talk
Who are
marry?
they
about.
marrying? Yeah.
They marry the
They marry
person they
dudes-
got adjusted to.
They marrying the dudes that's dicking them down right or he pretty.
Well,
They marrying broke or they having babies with them. The solution to all this you don't want. Because I'm telling you, in the early 1900s,
Y'all gonna stop putting y'all fingers in my face before I start acting like where I came from.
I don't want you to hit me on air, so I'm being nice.
Y'all, both of y'all.
Early 1900s,
Yes.
black people had the lowest percentage of kids out of wedlock.
The early 1900s.
Period. We were the brokest, poorest, most.
Now I need you to put that
which
in
actually
some
makes
context.
sense.
Right now,
It
we
makes
have the
sense.
highest amount of kids out of wedlock.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
And here's why. And it's not all our fault. We didn't just.
It's systematic, but it makes
Absolutely.
sense. It makes sense.
There was a time you
It makes
couldn't get
sense.
a welfare check
Right.
if
And
there
there
was
was
a
a
man
man
in
in
your
the
house.
Oh
So
my
you're-
God! Oh my
But
God!
my point is, we don't
Oh
value.
my God.
We don't value family.
You know what?
We don't value religion. We don't value. And even if there was no God, I'm a believer. But let's say there was no God. Let's say there's no God in the world. A byproduct of any religion is a sense of morality, right? There ain't no grandmamas no more telling, baby.
Oh my God! I said this shit.
Thugs on my block used
Come on,
to tell
man.
you not to curse around nobody.
Talk to
But
him,
now
bro.
everything goes. Hey, a guy want to put a wig on his head and say he a woman? We got black people agreeing with it. Go ahead, he's a woman. We agree with shit just because the motherfucker smile in our face and say, hey, we got you in mind. Democrats, Republicans, white folk don't have black folk in mind, period. We are conservative people. But we
In
just
general, that would be.
but we
accurate,
just
I
been
agree.
saying okay to anything that someone else said. And part of that is not valuing our relationships and saying we don't need each other. When I was a little boy, it started back then. You in the barbershop, they would tell you, you don't need a woman, don't have no one woman, don't let no woman hold you down. And you in the beauty shop, and sisters who've been
Saying the
burned,
same shit
they
on the
saying,
flip side.
You don't need no man, get a good job, do all this and this, that, and
Highest
that. You don't
is
need a man.
productive. My
Have it.
man.
They tell you to work hard for everything but a man.
My
The
man.
other side not telling they side
My
this.
man.
Them white chicks go to college, they hoes, they suck everybody dick, but they are taught find you the dude that's gonna be a husband and marry their ass.
Good.
They marry early. We all holding out. I didn't get married till I was 37 because I'm holding out, waiting on the next best thing. You better marry a motherfucker who like you and you can build with.
Y'all can't see BG. He's
Man,
sitting
look.
here shaking his head.
Come on.
Hey, that's pretty good.
That's what's wrong with motherfucking society. But unfortunately for women, men are more honest. I could be 5'2", fat as fuck, no job. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna shoot here, and she gonna say no. You ain't got shit. I'm gonna keep shooting.
I'm just
I'm
going to
gonna
keep
try to get a
shooting.
better coat.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to
I'm
upgrade
just gonna
my
keep
car.
shooting.
But I'll never say I'm not gonna settle. Somewhere women got in their mind because they got a motherfucking job or a degree that, hey, I don't want to settle. But you the fattest fuck in the world. 50, 82, 4 out
That
of
is
5.
complete and total bullshit.
4 out of 5 black women are overweight.
Not that
56% are obese. Yet we know that men are visual creatures. Yet you wondering why we not looking at you. So we don't give a fuck about a degree. It's hard to stomach it.
But you
I
are
know
overweight.
it. But I know that you don't like a motherfucker. If y'all didn't have this good job or look good, you wouldn't want my black ass either. So, but men get treated with that harsh reality early. I got told in 3rd grade, I like little Susie, but she
Yeah.
like his pretty ass.
Y'all gonna have to. You gonna have to trim it down. Y'all probably blowing the eardrums of the people watching. The show.
Wow.
They
Why
love
do
it,
you
this shit.
keep trying to temper, you know what I'm saying?
Because
he's
Hey,
screaming into the mic.
Hey, Chris,
They don't
you
want
got a fat dude.
Okay, all
Stop
right.
playing with
So
me,
here's
dude.
the thing,
They
right?
don't want that.
Right.
They don't
Here's
want that
the
heat.
thing.
Right.
I don't want what heat.
Nothing. Go ahead. What you have? Here's
I
the
have
thing.
so much to say. Here,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say one thing about one thing that you said that irritates me to like no end. We love to bring up the welfare mamas and talk about how they got rid of their men for $100 check. That is the biggest load of bullshit that as a group we need to stop telling this lie. Those women were in the position. What?
Should've kept
No,
their
we
names
never.
closed.
We never asked the appropriate questions. Why were they in the position to even make that decision?
Two people made a bad decision.
I let you have a whole 10-minute diatribe, you're going to sit and listen.
I thought you asked the question. You said, why would they?
That was that was part of my statement.
I'm sorry.
We do not ask the right questions. Why was she in the position to even make that decision? Why wasn't that nigga working so that she wouldn't have had to go and get $100 check from the government? Why was she having to do that? If your ass was, what woman in her right mind would make a decision to throw a man out of the house who was having an appropriate amount of money coming in for $100 check?
Can I give you a third?
Can I give you a
third of that answer?
That makes.
Can I give you a third? Oh, okay.
I want your question.
He's probably gonna say the same shit I'm gonna say. Can I give you a third of that answer?
No,
I got the answer to all the questions.
I'm just gonna ask you a stat.
Absolutely.
I'm just gonna ask you a stat.
Let's ask it.
What is the value of the black family on paper?
That doesn't answer my question.
I got the answer.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
No, I'll answer.
It does not answer the
When you're ready, I'll
question.
answer.
It does not answer the question.
I'll answer your question in 10 seconds.
It doesn't answer the question.
I need 10 seconds to answer all three.
It puts no ownership on men.
You asked 3 questions. I need 10
It puts no ownership on
seconds. You
men.
asked 3 questions. I wrote them. I'll
Yes,
answer
go
them.
ahead.
You did.
Why wasn't she in a position? Why wasn't he working? Why did she have to throw him out? The answer is she chose the wrong man. Period. She made a dumb motherfucking decision. She opened her legs to the wrong person. You don't open your legs to a motherfucker that ain't in a position to take care of you. You don't open your legs to a motherfucker who ain't working. And you don't open your legs to a motherfucker who ain't got nowhere for you to
But
live.
didn't she make the correct decision at that point? If he was a
She made a
no-shit
dumbass
ass nigga.
decision.
Okay,
Thank you,
time
Stephanie. I know
out.
that we allowed Kris for the third and Jay.
That's the answer.
Everybody's loud.
Jay, I ain't
Then
saying shit, but-
I'm just saying everybody. That includes me.
Not here.
But if that's the case,
Yep.
if she got pregnant by a no shit ass nigga, didn't she make the right decision by
She made the
taking
wrong.
welfare?
She shouldn't open her
Like, it
legs.
doesn't make sense to me.
She shouldn't open her
Wait a
legs.
second,
See,
wait a
that's the
second.
difference between now and yesteryear.
But it's too late. You can't rewind
No.
time. You can only go forward.
Time out.
Once you make
What do
the
they tell
mistake.
men? What do they tell men who get somebody pregnant who they shouldn't have? They say he knew what he was doing. He had right.
But don't you have to make decisions going forward? You can't sit
Absolutely,
and harp
but-
on what the mistake.
But don't they tell men that all
But
the
what
time?
does that have anything to do with anything? You
have to
cannot harp
live
on the
with
mistake.
If you know this nigga ain't shit and it's hard enforcing any sort of child support, unfortunately, you have to live with your decision.
Precisely.
Kris.
And you have to make decisions around
Kris,
that.
Shontelle.
Right.
But we're
If
gonna
you
get
want
back
to, if you
Jeff.
want to go, if you want to go there, we are dealing with what y'all are saying on the surface level. You have to think about when those times actually came into play.
I don't
Whoa,
disagree.
work with me. In the late 60s, early 70s, or whatever, these people who we are talking about are early teenagers who are going into a different realm
I would
of
agree.
anything
Okay.
with an understanding of this is what's going to happen. Now that is going into play. Now things go sideways.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the alternative. It's not necessarily one to the other, but what happened while things were actually going into play. Okay?
Okay.
So where I'm with you and we got a shorty. And I'm working at the steel mill, but I'm getting minimum wage or whatever. But because of where we're at, if you put on the papers, you know what I'm saying, I'm not here, we can get a little more of everything that we may need.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? To the point where I don't really need you.
But again,
I'll wait.
that logic. All right, I'm gonna go back to their
Cool.
subject because that literally doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna go
If-
after
that doesn't make sense.
I'm
If I
not
don't
going
need
to-
you, if I don't need you,
You got
I
some
don't
good
need.
questions
I
from
don't
a lot of
actually
your
need
people.
to
But
deal
here's
with
the
this.
question.
Nor
Again,
that.
I asked the same question. As somebody who was on welfare, I know how much these women get, and I definitely know. I can imagine what they got in the 80s. If I'm a throw a man out of the house who's working, making $8 an
why
hour.
you
Wait a
can't
minute.
get what
Why
you're
is he
getting.
in your house? Why you not in his house?
Because this was the argument at hand that these women got men out of the house so they can do welfare.
Who raising these men?
Y'all asking, okay.
Who raising these men?
All right, so
Who raising these no good men?
we're
That's
going
what
to
I want to
go
know.
back to the dates.
Hey, you stupid.
I want to know who's raising these no good motherfuckers. Who's raising these no good? Who's raising these dudes? Who's raising these no
I
good
don't
dudes?
know.
I
I'm
tell
a girl.
you, some woman who's saying, baby.
You like that? You like that?
You all are the talented 10th, right? So there's 90% of black people
Absolutely.
out here, right?
Yeah.
And that 90%, the reality is there's no motherfucking money.
Right.
That's true.
Period.
Right.
Facts.
So when you start talking about that there's no money in the house,
Don't marry a nigga.
how can we get some money?
How do you figure?
You know what?
This is my
We
point.
this is what we gonna do.
Right.
You hide out.
Put the plan out.
And we gonna
Put
get
the
this
plan
check.
out. Put
Right.
the plan
And then
out.
once we get this check, then
We'll be straight.
Because
Right.
we'll have more money.
And this
Right.
is my
Because that was the
point.
goal.
Then I
And
don't
then look,
need
look,
you if we
they
still
don't-
getting that.
I'm not.
No. He
That
has
was the
a
goal.
completely valid point, and this is what I hate that nobody brings up. People were in on it, and the men were in on it, and it didn't go nowhere.
No, they
we
weren't.
like
It
to
did
say,
actually went somewhere.
I agree with
What
Brian.
happened was at first, if you study the program, at first the person show up on Friday. So we know Friday the man can't be there on Friday.
He can't.
Because
He has
that's
to
when
be
she
totally
comes,
away.
understand
Right?
this.
But then they changed that. They said we'll come anytime.
Regardless.
And when we show up.
So he can't be there at all. So guess what happens? If I still get that,
then how does she have more babies, sweetie?
It doesn't have to do with the baby. They was together.
What? Wait, what?
This is my point. Like, oh my
They was
God.
Together.
Wait a minute.
I
Wait,
agree
wait.
with
Shontelle,
you.
Shontelle.
I might be hearing you wrong.
How you
I
gonna
may
go
be
one?
misunderstanding you.
What
But,
I'm
but
saying
nobody's
is-
having babies by themselves.
I don't disagree. What I'm saying is, every time I hear
Wait
this
a minute.
discussion,
Let me hear-
every time I hear this point, the only
Which
point
point?
people make that moms got rid of the dads to get welfare. This is
Okay.
always the sticking point that everybody
Okay.
likes to sit on.
All right.
We never dig deeper. What you're saying is a very I 100% agree with you. A lot of people, the nigga was in on it. He went away so she could get that check, so he
Facts.
could always benefit from her as well.
Facts.
We never bring up that point.
You gotta
He could be-
understand
he wouldn't
why
get
that
the money
check
too.
came
Wait a
down
minute,
in
wait a
the
minute,
first
wait a
what
minute.
money he getting?
You don't think they?
No, they're not splitting
They're not
no
splitting
money.
nothing. That's what I'm saying.
Whoa,
That's the whole-
Shontelle, let me
thing.
let you
Okay.
let me let
But
you
I-
answer
Alright, okay.
some old other
I
shit.
live in the hood. I know what the fuck
Women
is
don't
happening.
share money. Men do.
Ma'am.
Even the men who ain't got shit
Ma'am.
spend money. Women don't like
Ma'am.
sharing shit.
Even then,
You gotta also remember that
even-
during that time, it was a housing shortage.
Right.
So during that housing shortage, they started deciding, look, we only gonna let the women move in here. Only single women can move into these properties, right? But I got a woman, a whole woman, but we ain't got no place to fucking go.
Right.
So you know what, baby? This is what you gonna do. You gonna go in there and get that deal because we ain't got nothing. This motherfucker ain't hiring me, but you know what? He'll hire you. So why don't you go on and get the job right now? Because they ain't hiring me, right? And at that point in time, everybody was on the same page.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree
But
with you.
at some point in time, the ideology was, well, this nigga can't get no job. But it was already understood that he couldn't get
But
a
they
job.
mad about it
Gorman,
later.
where you gonna get on video?
They get mad
Where
about
you gonna
it
get on
later.
video,
My
Gorman?
point- that's what
I
I'm
didn't
saying
see you on
earlier.
video.
That's what I was saying earlier. Why, if I am a woman with no money, the last thing I should do is have a kid with somebody who
With no
also
money.
has no money.
I would agree.
Now, if that happens anyway, right? We're both at fault for the fucked upness we're living,
Correct.
right? Because, and I can tell you what he just said, people gloss over. If we're both broke and no education and all of this stuff, you could actually go downtown if you look the part and can speak well and be somebody's admin and make a decent salary. For a black man, and I can tell you this because I wore glasses, I was non-threatening looking, I had a whole fucking engineering degree. I saw how they treated me differently than my brother who looked like 50 Cent, who wasn't bad, but that motherfucker could barely get in the mailroom. So we talk about the undue pressures for women, and that's real.
It is.
But in terms of getting the job, shit, let you not have the right background to be a dude. They damn near force you to do this. So
I
I'm
say the
telling
same
you.
thing.
So I'm telling you, you can't look at that
say
dude
the
and say
same thing.
the same people that say he had a dick, he knew what he was doing.
Right.
And I'm saying we all need to accept, we men and women, degree, non-degree, money, no money, accept responsibility for where we are. Because here's the only thing that's true. I poke fun at the liberals. I don't claim to be the smartest nigga. I was ranked 1 in Mendel Catholic for a couple
Hey,
years.
did he
However,
just
had to
however,
do
credentials?
however,
Throw that in, yes.
However, I'm going to tell you, the Democrats and Republicans, neither one have our best interest at heart.
I don't disagree.
Facts.
So people was mad at me because I said some of Ice Cube tried to meet with Biden. Everybody, but this is the best of both worlds. They both devil A, one A and one B. One just smile in your face, and one just tell you he don't like you in the first place. Don't no old white man like niggas. Period. And I heard Malcolm and Martin say this. I don't try and reinvent the wheel. I'm Catholic, but I go to Savior's Day.
You're Catholic?
But I go to Savior's Day because I get down.
Is that focusing on wrong shit? Like, I'm always amazed by black Catholics.
But I go to Savior's Day because Farrakhan speaks. It's only a few great speakers we've ever had. Mm-hmm. We turned our back on Jesse, Farrakhan, Reverend Wright. I don't even belong to this church, right? Al Sharpton on a good day. Malcolm X gone. But Malcolm even said our biggest enemy is not the KKK, the Klansmen. It's the liberal, or the moderate, who pretends to be our friend.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
Who poses as our friend, but has no good. So, because if you're a racist white man in the South in 1940, if I go to your hardware shop and I got $50, I can still put it here, and you'll sell me my tools, right? Because they hate me, but fair exchange don't rob me. Right. I would have preferred for black folks to say when Trump was running, because he's a crook, hey Trump, we know you're really trying to rob the government and you owe a bunch of banks, but we need some land and nationally owned banks in the black community. How about we give you this vote since 51% of you motherfuckers are Republicans, and y'all need this Hispanic black vote to tilt the scales because y'all on the fence. As long as we get something, we don't give a fuck who run this country because we don't love you niggas either. So that's what we should have done, but we got so folks beholden. I live on the south side. It's getting worse and worse and worse, and we keep voting the same way. But my point is that has infiltrated its way into our relationships because it's hard functioning when you ain't got shit. Black people play the blame game now. It's his fault. It's her fault. We ain't shit. We ain't that. But we the only motherfuckers who depend on or give a fuck about who's in office or this. The Asians, highest motherfucking academic in the country. They don't give a fuck they don't care about no Asian news people, no Asian congressman. Yeah, you ain't coming in a community doing whatever. Really but we are the only people taught to hate. Oh, wait a minute, don't go to no black contractor. They gonna fuck you. Their price is this. Yet and still, white restaurants and all that shit fuck you all the time. And you smile and go back. But anyway, that has infiltrated its way into relationships until we realize that. Until we put back our black family. Until we say, stop chasing these motherfucking, we'll go to the Pride Parade. My oldest daughter, law school graduate, liberal as they come, right? Why don't you have any transgender on your Critic show? I said, you know why?
Can we not go here? Can we not go here?
All right, but it has to do with relationships.
Wow. Hey.
But there's a reason why.
Hey,
I just don't want to go there.
Chris, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Hey. You've got a
What did Rico
fan
say?
in me,
What did
sir.
Rico say now? Rico, Lord Jesus, what'd you say?
Rico cold, by the way. I don't know who Rico is, but Rico cold.
You know Rico. He's my partner.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but some.
Why he not here? Hi, Rico.
So
I'm a laborer and the union forced black men out of work.
All
or the
day.
industry changed and they stopped trade schools. I could go on. I don't disagree with any of that. I completely agree.
Speaking to the wealth of black men, and those are the things that happen to create
The wealth.
I'm not speaking of the wealth of the black man. That's not what I was talking about.
But that is part of what you're talking about. If you're talking about why a man can't do this or why a man can't do that, and it's all financial, you have to ask, why does that exist? Why is it that the black man doesn't have any money? And if you go back to that, man, Kris got money, Javan got money, I got money, right? But we are in that 10%. And the rest of that 90% ain't got no motherfucking money.
And
I agree.
And it goes even deeper. We even when we were broke, when I talk about the early 1900s, we still didn't have kids out of wedlock. We still value something, but you know what?
And that was your initial job, right? That unity right there. That's your initial job.
They did all that good killing shit.
Yes, sir.
I ain't gonna blame the liberals, but I'm blaming the liberals. Who took the religion out of schools? Ain't no grandmama no more. Now,
who?
You know what I'm saying? It used to be that a single mother was better than two parents. She would keep everything away from them kids. Now they young, they smoking weed in front of their kids. They all about to come up. I'm gonna promote this nasty ass black music on y'all motherfucking stations, so y'all value that dumb shit. I'm gonna say transgender. I'm gonna put Dwayne Wade on the motherfucking cover when he's promoting the kid kissing and ain't old enough to motherfucking do nothing. And I'm gonna say that's great. All that shit is harmful to us, and we don't know it, and we stupid for rolling with it.
Chris,
I would rather for a motherfucker to say they hate me and our family stay together.
as an educator, I totally understand where you're coming from.
I'm spitting truth.
At least 85% of what you said, I'm sitting over here like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Then
For
what's
real.
what should we do?
Keep your legs closed until a motherfucker prove himself worthy, and you won't go wrong. If every woman closed their legs and said, I'm not gonna give this pussy up till niggas start dropping these motherfucking rings and flowers, flower sales will go up, because we ain't gonna go without no ass. We gonna marry you.
I would go a different route. I would go a different route.
What's the route? Because I got something
I would go a
to say to that,
different
but
route.
Go ahead. What's the different
I'll
route?
go.
I have no doubt. What's the different route?
I go a different route.
What's the route, man?
It would be more so of honestly just giving enough time to listen to each other.
Okay.
Sometimes that may not be right then in that moment. You know what I'm saying? It may not even be the next day. If you're dealing with someone, give them enough time to communicate whatever they need to.
That's everybody, right? That's both men and women?
Both men
Okay.
and women. Seriously, because what I see now in today's times is more so of a microwave society, of what society dictates your actions should actually be. You may not even feel that way, but hey, this is what they said I should do, so, and you're going to come out on the back end foul on that every rep. We don't even give enough patience to each other as human beings. We don't give enough patience to actually be like, I'm mad. Breathe it off. Try to de-escalate. Talk to me. No, we'll go straight at each other's throats.
Yep.
That don't help nothing. In the end, what I've seen comes about, both parties made the wrong choice by trying to do that battle shit. Like, no, how about we just talk? Nobody actually wants to be that vulnerable to talk about where they're at and how they feel in the sense of actually saying it and receiving it. It's easy to actually say it to a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, and want them to receive it in a way. But how about this on the back end, you know what I'm saying? Well, I myself have heard, so because I said this, now you're going to go tit for tat. It's not tit for tat. Dudes are real dumb and simple. If you bring this up, they will be like, you're correct. This is probably why this happened. I'm about to tell you this. Your response back can't be, well, you only brought that up because I brought that up. No, they're all the same thing. We're trying to eliminate that. Not just that for you, that for me as well. They're the same thing.
I was with you into that last part.
Of course you were.
But
I'm looking at my man Kris. He like, yes, sir. Yup.
You're doing right.
Yup.
She got some good comments. Somebody.
all I said was, I agree with you.
No.
Into the last part.
Until the last part.
What was the last part?
Because what I will say is this. When you are explaining why something is making you upset, and that's people in general, you should deal with whatever is brought up in the moment and tackle that before bringing other stuff in, because that does not yield for completion of whatever the grievance was that was brought up. So if I say, hey, you hurt my feelings because you called me a bitch, and you were like, well, you called me a nigga last week. I'm like, but that's not resolving the issue now.
Okay,
so
with that said,
if any dude calls a woman that, you disregard that.
No. That's an example.
Oh, okay.
No. I get what you're saying, but even with that said, you're disregarding what whoever, male or female, actually took from you to hold in, you know what I'm saying, to where they actually had to let this go later. You know what I'm saying? You're like, well, how come you ain't say that then? Because I'm trying to do better here.
All I'm saying is for you to do this and then go forward in a manner to where now I'm like, if you said fuck me then, well, fuck you too now. It's like, oh my God, why are you saying? Motherfucker, you've been on this type of abuse for, what, a couple of weeks now? But you want to feel away now because it feels away towards you? Javen's been drinking a lot, ladies and
Cut
gentlemen.
it out. But where am I wrong at?
I already told you. I I'm a believer. Look, I already said I agreed with every. I was gonna say, Jay, I can't believe I actually agree with you. Like, I do agree there needs to be more communication. Also think we need to stop making women culpable and accountable for our relationships go and holding them to these standards.
You ain't shit.
We have to manage what men do.
Hey, but that is not the point. Hey, and Kris wanted to say that. He wanted to say you ain't shit. I'm going to say it for him. You ain't shit.
Why we have to keep our legs closed? Why can't y'all teach men to look deeper than my pussy?
Because most of the women, teaching these men are women.
That's everybody.
Kris,
that's not everybody.
Kris, can I go a little deeper than that?
No.
Can I go a little deeper than that?
No, you cannot.
Can I go a little deeper than that? You know she don't want me to?
No, because we need to talk about our sponsor again.
Oh, go ahead.
All these women complaining about
we have to talk
whatever
about
they're
our sponsor.
complaining about have little boys that they're telling. They telling their little boys, I'm gonna spoil you. I'm gonna treat you so you ain't got to do shit.
Kris,
and they raising these idiots.
Kris, do you know what I do for a living?
Don't teach, do you?
Huh?
Oh yeah, you know I'm going to teach right now just so I can fix some of these little motherfuckers. So they deprogram.
It's not gonna.
All I'm saying is, when I say they, I'm not talking about men. I'm talking about society. That includes women. People
what's
teach
what's wrong with making a man prove himself before you sleep with him?
I don't
men are
disagree. But what I'm saying is, it can't just be. Look, the women
it's got to be.
The women.
If you rely on men, we start wars. It's the difference.
Hold on, we start wars over women.
One woman started the war. No,
we start wars over women.
Okay,
one woman pressed. No, seriously, men are fucked up.
And so am I.
Stop saying fix men, because men are fucked up.
Brian,
they start war. Ain't a woman in history started a war.
Men are stupid.
Don't say be like a man, because they dumb as fuck.
Men are stupid.
No, women have held the more fiber society together.
Man,
they start acting like men.
Do you know why men call women their wisdom? Because men are stupid.
Right.
We are black and white in the under aspect of this or that.
I have a sponsor I need to promote.
Then do it.
Jesus Christ.
Go ahead.
I done forgot this young man's name.
Marquel Jordan.
Thank you, Marquel Jordan. An intimate evening with Marquel Jordan, hosted by Push 30 365 event. It is tomorrow, April 28th, from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the City Loft, which is located at 2345 South Michigan Avenue. I'm trying to pull up the ticket information. General admission is $25. The VIP admission is $40, which includes reserved seating and autographed CD. Tickets will not be sold at the door, so you have to go to the Eventbrite. Look up Marquel, last name Jordan. There you go. Are you gonna show up for the people? We can actually close the show with one of his songs.
You sound like Bonnie Deshawn. That was awesome.
So please go buy those tickets. Kris at the top of the show.
Before you close out,
I want to send a shout out. I don't know who Kiana Hughes is, but she's going to be in my place.
Can we go back? What did Kiana say?
Well,
what you say?
She said a couple things. She said a couple. She was. I read it. She was.
Men do this all the time.
She was.
And I hold you up.
She was.
I hold your ground. Sometimes
I read it
we
as
forget that women are in a position where it can be intimidating with men, and we were loud. And
I told y'all that like 4 or 5 times.
you did, but I had to read it from Kiana, and that's why I say I'm sorry for that. Even though my wife ain't apologized since '96, but I'm sorry for that.
But see,
and
that's
Jay didn't mean it either. And part of it, Jay, we was drinking a lot.
I ain't take nothing.
Jay,
you know what? I'm gonna give you a third of that. I'm gonna give you a third of that, bro. I'm gonna give you a third of that.
But you're right. So
she's
Kiana,
right, but
Rihanna. I mean, Kiana. I saw Rihanna. I had Rihanna on the map. Kiana, I received that. I received that from Kiana. I do. I've been looking at these comments. Y'all got some. I look at In the Zone, and sometimes this little.
Oh, it goes left. It goes left, Kris. Yeah.
I find some of them some dates.
Our people are spicy. You supposed to be finding me a date.
I got to do for you.
We're gonna talk about this after the show.
Are you gonna keep that same mindset that you already have right now?
Which is what?
The one you have.
He easy on.
My mind. I'm not gonna change my mind magically in the 10 minutes. Yes, I'm gonna be the same Shontelle.
Is there any way that he can actually change your mind?
To do what?
Anything you don't do.
I guess it depends on the thing. However, it is now 8:20. It is officially 8:20. I have loved having both of you guys on. Yes, you were loud. Yes, you were drunk.
Who?
Both of you guys. Well, mostly him.
I hope my wife
But
don't
still,
mind.
but I
Look,
still
you
had
got
a
me in
good time.
trouble. You
So
right.
let's do some quick plugs.
Real quick.
And
Real
I like y'all guests. I've been reading their comments.
he gonna try to cipher y'all to come over to the Kris the Critic show. Let's do a quick plug, Kris.
Hey,
And-
you already got me
and-
as a
I am trying to close the show.
Yo,
Quick plug and last thoughts.
again, thank you for having me. I apologize for getting a little too much of my political rant. Sometimes you get a little more freedom when you're on somebody else's show.
I like
all
it.
right, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. My wife texted me during the show like, you cursed.
Oh, she was looking. She was watching.
But she wasn't on this show. Look, she wasn't on this show, so I got a little more freedom. It's like you let a dude out, and she about 5 feet tall. Motherfucker mean as hell. You see me out in public, be like, Kris ain't as tough as he thought he was. But real, that's me being humble. Thank you for being on the show. Check out Kris the Critic. It's Kris with a K, K-R-I-S, space the Critic. I'm only on Facebook now. I'm going to get like Jay. I'm just going to put the name of it. Thanks, Tennille Jackson.
Please.
I love Tennille Jackson. Would you call me? I love
to your
Tennille.
to your
Tennille
Facebook
amazing
page.
too. My favorite entrepreneur sister and brother duos.
Okay.
But Tennille, you won't call me back. So I'm gonna call you out live on air. But
Get a little loud, so, you know.
but yeah, I'm gonna put Kris on the show. But thank you for having me. And B Falks, hey, shout out. He kept the pandemic alive with 8 million shows a week. Hey, he's Mr. Pandemic. But anyway,
He's
and
Mr. Pandemic.
He did pretty
great
good.
addition.
No, he
Put
did pretty good.
Shontelle on the show. Thanks for having me.
Oh no, you know Shontelle taking over the show.
I am not taking over the show. I love Brian.
Brian
I would
said,
never
"Please
take
take over the show." It was crazy.
I didn't say that. Dante said
He
that.
did, but Brian was like,
Please. I know. All right, now let's plug a lot.
"Oh no, the La Podcast. You know what we do. You know what I'm saying." We come at you every Sunday because y'all ain't doing shit on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Sunday morning. You know what I mean? Sunday morning, 10 o'clock, maybe 11 or whatever. Always live for the most part on all platforms. You know, we totally appreciate all the support we've gotten from all aspects. You know what I'm saying? Me personally didn't actually expect for me to be on anybody's podcast. More so, not my own, but somebody else's. You know what I'm saying?
And got requested to be on.
That wow.
Not much between.
God is good. So y'all go ahead and check us out. You know what I'm saying? That Kris shit. I'm on Kris shit right now. like this dude right here is a wild dude. If this is what he's talking
I think
about,
you're gonna get an
this
invite
what I'm
to the
on.
Lot
That's
podcast
just-
coming
that's
in the
just
near
off the
future.
record. My wife is new to me.
the
on my-
overall
Shell
the
of up
overall
on
2 thumbs up. I don't know if y'all paying attention to. We're talking and this and that, but I'm looking at Gorman and Gorman like, yep.
Gorman
Yep.
Conway.
I'm like, yeah, okay.
Got all these men in one room.
Okay.
Okay, so to close us out, because I know Brian is ready to go home and be with his family. Thank you, everybody who watched the show. I know we
love
did
us.
not answer the question whatsoever, but I hope you had a good time
did,
watching
Amy.
us bounce around from subject to subject and talk about how the trans and liberals are killing the black community. Thank
it
you,
sounded
Jay,
bad the way
for
I said it.
coming on the show.
I didn't mean it.
Kris, of course.
Hey, that was all your word. That was your whole word.
Did I get it
Sound
right?
like that. Damn.
Did I get it? I didn't twist it right. I
I
didn't
ain't
get it
gonna
right.
get no votes when I run
That was all your shit.
I ain't gonna
said
get
it
no votes
like,
when I run for Congress.
Okay. But thank you, gentlemen, both for coming on. Yes, we're a little loud and drunk, but I had a fun, fabulous time. Nobody told me to shut the fuck up, so I can get out of here being normal. B. Gorman, you want to close us out with whatever you pulled up?
Before he pulls that up, good job. Foster wasn't here. You did your thing.
Thank you.
2 men here. Well, 3, because
Yeah.
Gorman had a lot, and you controlled that whole job. Good job.
You know, when you really break it down,
Good job.
I'm glad my wife.
life is nothing but a series of moments. And if you're really blessed, you go from moment to moment.